Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in the room. I hope that you're all doing well. Come on in the room. Oh, come on. I like that song. In the room. Jesus is my doctor. Good morning, Jenny. Write out all my prescriptions. Oh my God, we got 2 more days left in the month. It's crazy. Happy Friday, Miss Gloria. Happy Friday. Good morning, everyone. Come on in. Come on in the room. So I did really good this month. I did really good. And it's a wrap. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, 2 more days and the month is done. Good morning, Dee. How are you? I did pretty good with my discipline this month. I did really good. Hey, Jean-Claude, how are you? Good morning to you. Good morning. Come on in and double tap as you join. Come on in the room. And my phone is about to die. Let me get my charger. My phone is about to die. I did not charge it all night at work. So let's plug my phone in. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Lilia. Or good afternoon. How are you? How you doing? My phone is about to die, but I had to plug it in. Hey, Miss Arena. Okay. All right. I see you. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you so much for stopping in. You too. You have a great day. All right, let me shoot this out. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? Good morning, Liz. Opinions on the decay, downfall, collapse of the... No, I don't have any opinion on that, Adam. I have no opinion on that. I would be the wrong person to ask that question. I have no opinion. And here's why, Adam. Here's why I have no opinion on that. I am from a third world country, right? So it doesn't matter how crazy this country gets. It doesn't matter how crazy the economy is in this country. For me, it's better than going back to my home country as it pertains to opportunities, income. So I don't have an opinion. Good morning, Malcolm. I don't have an opinion on that. Not that I don't love my home country. I do. But I have to acknowledge the fact that opportunities and the lifestyle that I'm able to live in this country, I would not be able to live like this back home in my home country. So I would be the wrong person to give you an opinion on that, because it doesn't matter what is going on with the economy here. I know that my chances of living the life that I live right now, they're better here. Okay? So I don't want to... I'm from Jamaica. All right, so it doesn't matter what's going on with government. It doesn't matter for me. I can give my kids a better life being here, even if the economy is crazy, right? Yeah, so I would not be the one to give you an opinion on that. I wouldn't be, because it doesn't matter how crazy it is. If you all are unable to work, if you're in this country or you're unable to work, there are so many resources that are available to you if you do not have a job. In my home country, you got to figure that thing out. You better make sure that you have a farm, because if you don't have a farm, you're going to be very hungry. Okay? But if you're in this country and you do not have a job, there's so many resources that you can pull on. Right? So it doesn't matter how crazy things get in this country. I would not be the one to bash the government or say anything like that. It wouldn't be me. I repeated how grateful I am all day yesterday. And then that stranger, did it change your day? Hey, good morning, Global Chick Venture. It changed the outcome of your day, Lilia. Is that what you're saying? Good morning, Fortitude. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming in the room. Let me share this and then I'll get started. Let me share this really quickly and then we'll get started. I love it. Thank you all so much for coming in the room. I truly appreciate you. I truly do. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. 300 of you. I appreciate you. All right, let's get into it. You stop to say God loves. Oh, okay. Awesome. It's just a little reminder that he sees you, he hears you, right? I think that's what that was. A stranger told you that. Sometimes God has a way of just reminding us, hey, I see you. I hear you. I see what you're doing. Keep going. So little things like that, you got to appreciate it. You have to appreciate it. Hello from Malaysia. How are you? How you doing? Where do you know in Jamaica? The person asking where in Jamaica. I'm from the western side of Jamaica. The very same day. Yeah. Yep. He has a way of letting you know, hey, I see you. I hear you. I remember you. Right? All right. Awesome. Let's do this. Let's get started. I didn't even get a chance to review my notes. I'm just getting in the door. I just came through the door. Hey, Hughes. How are you? So let's jump right into our gratitude check-in. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my virtual space. I'm Anika V. Brown. Hit that follow button. Get connected. We're going places and we're doing major things. We're transforming our lives together as a community. So welcome. Good morning, Fernando. Make sure that you hit that follow button and get connected. I am live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, okay? We gather here. We get strategies, we get empowered, and we go out and we execute. All right. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? You got to send me a message. Give me an update. How are things going? All right. Give me an update. All right. Let's jump right into our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. We like to start out our morning with gratitude check-in. So I want you to drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. What are you grateful for today? Thank you for the daily heart, me. Moving tomorrow. Is it sold? Let me know. Let me know the update. Let me know. That is awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's do our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Oh, yes. The baker. She was there when I got there yesterday. And it's a good thing that I went yesterday because had I waited until today, I would not have been able to pick up the cake on Sunday. So it's a good thing I went because that's like the last order that she was able to take for a pickup date of Sunday. Yeah, so I did make it there and I saw her and I got the order in. Yes, thank you so much for asking. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So let's go through our gratitude check-in. Yes. Okay. Great. Awesome. Congratulations on the sale. Awesome. Grateful for the big three. Grateful to graduate today. Hey, Alexa, congratulations. I love it. Awesome. I love it. Congratulations to you. Grateful it's Friday. Yes, indeed. Love it. You can find my dissertation online. Okay. All right. Grateful for life. Sunshine, no pain in this platform. Love it. No pain. Love it. Let's see. Hey, Miami in the house. Good morning to you. How are you? Hey Viscoito. I hope I said that right. Grateful to have a job and be able to help my family. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Grateful for new mercy and new grace today. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So again, we practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Good morning, Braden. How are you? How you doing? How are you doing? So that's our gratitude check-in. Now, our theme for this year is executive living. Hey, Eileen, how are you? Grateful for the love of God. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Grateful for waking up, for having all my family still. Yes, yes, Braden, absolutely. So our theme for this year is executive living. And with that, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Mantra number 1, I am an effective executive over my life. So I want you to type that in the comments. Mantra number 1, I am an effective executive over my life. Not just an executive, but an effective one, right? We get the things done. We show up when we're supposed to show up and in a way that represents us well, right? So I am an effective executive over my life. Mantra number 2, I only exude executive energy. I only exude executive energy. I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I'm organized. I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I'm organized. I cannot allow every shiny thing to pull me off course. I cannot allow my emotions to control me. I cannot be a part of everything and be everywhere and still expect to become. No, I got to be focused, got to be disciplined, and I have to be organized. All right. So those are the mantras that we're walking through the year with. So as you're going through your day, you want to filter your decisions through those mantras. Are these things that I'm about to do helping me to be an effective executive? Will this decision help me to only exude executive energy, right? Focus, discipline, and being organized. If it's not, then you got to let it go. Okay? Gotta let it go. Now, let's pray, then we'll get into our affirmations. Let's do that. Yes, I only exude executive energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let's do this. I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, amen. It says that you agree with the prayer. All right, so here we go. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. So that is the 23rd Psalm. We pray that every morning. It is important that you pray, okay? If you don't know what to say, pray the scriptures. All right? Pray the scriptures. All right, let's walk through our affirmations. You can find them in the front of Leadership Cheat Code. So they're right here in the front of my new book. Affirmations are right here in the front of Leadership Cheat Code. For those of you who want a copy of this book, you're going to message me the word book, and I'll send you the details how you can get your copy so you can follow along with us. All right? So the affirmations are right here. Let's work through them. Let's do that. Let's work through them. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat it to yourself. And then, why do you want it to be free, Jay? Why do you want it to be free? I don't think you would appreciate it if it's free. You would never use it. If I give it to you for free, I guarantee it's going to end up stuffed somewhere and you'll never use it. Okay? You'll never use it. So, don't expect all help to come free. Okay, Jay? Strength and peace. Can you message me the word book? Don't put it in the comments. Use that little orange box next to the comment section. Type the word book there, okay? Type the word book there so that I can respond to you and send you the details. All right? Let's work through the affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself. And then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay, so here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can become it. I can overcome it. I can heal from it. I can start over and still win. Good morning, Lexi. Nothing is impossible for me. I can write it. I can launch it. I can buy it. I can own it. It can be fully funded. Nothing is impossible for me. As you're pursuing your big goals, your big dreams, I want you to stay in that headspace. Nothing is impossible for me. I can absolutely become it. I can own it. I can write it. I can launch it. I can start over and still win. Good morning, Teeks. That's okay. I can start over and still win. Nothing is impossible for me. I want you to stay in that headspace. All right. Doesn't matter your background. Doesn't matter what you've experienced. Nothing is impossible for me. I can get ahead. I can recover. I can heal. Okay. Again, I can start over and still win, because I know that is a major hiccup for a lot of people. They feel like, okay, because I've experienced that, I can't start over this late and still win. You absolutely can. You can start over and still win. Okay? Nothing is impossible for you. All right, here are your need to knows really quickly, and then we'll get into the word of the day. So for those of you who are new here, I am a master life coach and mentor. And with that, I do have a mentorship program. If you want to be a part of it, you're looking for accountability, you're looking for structure, you're looking for guidance to accomplish your major life goals, message me the word mentor, and I'll help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. For those of you who are struggling with procrastination, and this is the year that you really want to take yourself serious, you want to get these goals done, you want to get them accomplished, you want to check them off your list, message me the word mentor. So use that little orange box next to the comment section, one with the arrow. You're going to use that little box to message me. Yes, tomorrow we actually have a live strategy session, not a live like being on this platform, but a live Zoom room strategy session tomorrow. So if you want to be in a room with us tomorrow, you're going to message me the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled. You can go through some of the video lessons and then meet us tomorrow in the Zoom room. Okay? All right. So again, if you want to take yourself serious this year and actually accomplish those goals, and you need some accountability, you need some system, you need structure to help you get there, I want you to message me the word mentor. Hey, Tara, how are you? I want you to message me the word mentor, and I'll help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator so you can work with me. All right? Great, great, great. Now, for those of you who are looking to get into mentorship, and we meet 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time in our virtual boardroom. That's what I like to call it. Teared up. Yes, yes, yes. So if you want to meet us in a virtual boardroom tomorrow for our live strategy session, you're going to message me the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator, and you'll get all the details to join us tomorrow. Okay? All right. Now, for those of you who want to get into coaching and mentorship, I do have a free training on the link in my bio. You can go through that free training. It will really help you to get off ground zero. Okay? This is not the time to second guess yourself. Let's get it done. Let's get out there and do the thing. You know that there's an audience waiting for you to show up. You know it. You know that you have a message. You have some systems and strategies that could really help a group of individuals, but you don't know where to start. Go through that free training. Okay? There's a free training on the link in my bio. Go through that. Now, if you want to take the next step, you just message me just as the instruction tells you to do so that we can take it to the next level. All right? Now, our summer give back is Mom's Mentorship, 4 weeks of financial mentorship. That is our summer give back. So 4 weeks of financial mentorship for mothers. So if you are a mom or you know a mom that could benefit from financial mentorship, please message me the word mom. Okay? I'll get you the registration form. Again, it's our summer give back, so it's free. It's open to all mothers. Okay? Message me the word mom. I'll get you the registration form. You can fill that out, and I'll get you the details to join us. So we start next month. So each Friday of next month, we will be in our financial mentorship session. So again, if you are a mom, you know a mom that could benefit from financial mentorship, please message me the word mom. I'll get you the registration form. You can fill that out, and you can join us. Okay? Thank you, Fernando. Thank you. All right. What else am I missing? I think that's it. We did our counseling session last night. It was really good. If you missed it, join us next month, the end of next month, for a group counseling session. It was really good last night. If you missed it, message me so that I can get you on the list for our next counseling session. Okay? All right. I think that is it. If you have any questions about working with me, getting into my mentorship program. Yes, last night was really good. Yes, it was. It was absolutely a good time that we had. So if you missed it last night and you want to be a part of our monthly counseling session, just message me the word counseling and I'll add you to our list so that you can get the login details. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get into the word of the day. Let's do that. Let's get into the word of the day. So I want us to close the week out with the word faith. Okay. Faith. And we're on page 75 of Leadership Cheat Code. So I want to talk about faith, having faith today, page 75 of Leadership Cheat Code. Faith. Yes, 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 yes. Amazing how you okay, so we're going to talk about faith. Okay, page 75 of Leadership Cheat Code. Sydney, I've been doing this for a very long time. A very long time. Okay, I mean, like almost a decade I've been live streaming. So it didn't just happen overnight. All right. Okay, so let's talk about faith really quickly. Now, for those of you who want a copy of the book, you're going to message me the word book because I won't be able to get through all of the notes today, but I don't want you to miss anything. So you're going to message me the word book. I'll give you the instructions as to how you can get your copy so that you can follow along with us. All right. All right, great. So let's talk about faith. So faith is the word of the day, and the theme for this word is the bridge between vision and manifestation. It's cool to have a vision. It's okay to have a vision. It's okay to have that vision board. But do you truly believe in what's on the vision board? Because it will never manifest if you don't believe it. If all you're doing is decorating a board, but you don't believe that it can actually be yours, you can actually live there, you can actually own it, you can actually write it, you can actually launch it. If you don't have faith that any of that is possible, it's never going to manifest for you. It's never going to. So you need faith along with that vision board. For those of you who still do vision board, you need faith. Okay? So again, the word of the day is faith. And the theme for this word is the bridge between vision and manifestation. Now, faith is not just a spiritual principle, right? It's not just a spiritual principle. It's a success principle as well. It's the power to move with confidence in a direction you believe in. So you got to believe that, hey, I'm going to become this individual. Yes, I'm going to hit this weight goal, right? I'm going to get to this educational status. I'm going to get to this financial status. You got to believe it. You got to believe it. Okay? So it's power to move with confidence in a direction you believe in. Not just somebody telling you that, hey, you can do this, but you don't believe it yourself. That's not enough. You got to believe it. Okay? So a direction that you believe in, even when you can't see the outcome. So yes, this is what my background says. This is what my family lineage says. But this thing that I'm putting on my vision board or task list, like some of us do, I have to believe that it is possible. I have to believe that this thing is going to happen. And I'm going to show up in a way that helps to facilitate it to happen. Because I have faith. Okay? All right. All right. Now, in business, in leadership, or personal growth, faith is the invisible force that sustains momentum when logic says to stop. Because, again, your background, your lineage, maybe your educational status, it doesn't say that this opportunity can be yours, but do you believe enough that it can be yours? Do you believe enough? Because logic says, oh, you were a teen mom, so you can't be successful. And for a very long time, I believed that because that's what logic and society says. Oh, you did not finish high school the traditional way, so being successful is out of the picture for you. That's what logic and society says. And for a long time, I believed that. For a very long time, I believed that. But I chose to switch up my belief. No, I can actually be successful. I can. I know that I was set back when I had my boys at a young age, but I absolutely believe that I can be successful, right? Logic would tell me, oh, stop trying because you'll never get there, right? Logic will say, oh, wait, you have to mother 2 kids as a teen. You better stop because you can't catch up. That's what logic would tell me. But I chose to defy the odds. Okay. And that took faith. It did. Okay. So again, faith is the bridge between vision and manifestation. It's what allows you to begin before you have all the answers. Good morning. It's what allows you to begin before you have all the answers and to keep going when results are not immediate. Right? Without faith, we drift. With faith, we drive. There's a difference. There's a difference. Okay? We drive the plan to see what comes of it. Not just drift into maybe it will happen, maybe it won't happen. No, I'm driving because I want to see what's going to come of all the effort that I'm putting into this thing that I believe in. Okay? All right. I hope that is connecting for you. Now, by definition, faith is complete trust or confidence in something or someone. It's belief in the unseen, anchored in conviction rather than evidence. I just know there's just something deep down on the inside of me that told me that, hey, you can be successful despite what your life looks like right now. There's a deep conviction within me that says, hey, you can absolutely do this. Show up, keep going. I know you don't have the evidence yet, but keep going. Okay? So it's belief in the unseen, anchored in conviction rather than evidence. It says, I can't see it yet, but I know this is going to happen for me. That's what faith says. That is what faith says. Faith is not blind optimism. It's intentional confidence. I choose to believe. Intentional. I am choosing to believe that this thing is possible for me. I am choosing to believe that if I show up and if I put the work in, it is going to manifest for me. So it's intentional confidence. Okay? It's the assurance that your actions will produce results in due season, in due time. Because you have to put the work in. Remember now, you got to put the work in, add work to your faith, so that action aligned with purpose will produce results in due time. So you don't just say, oh, I have faith, and you're just waiting on something to fall out of the sky. No, put action to it. You have faith that you can actually be the CEO. I need you to start putting the plan together. Okay? Have faith, put the plan together. Start doing some research. If it's a business that you're starting and you got to get inventory, see what you can purchase now. Maybe you can just purchase 5 of the product. Purchase 5 of the products. Start marketing them. Okay? So you got to add works to your faith so that it can produce results in due time. Now, faith is practical. It shows up when you take the first step without knowing where it will lead. It shows up when you choose persistent over panic. Because yes, it's unknown territory. You've never been there before. You're being pulled out of your comfort zone, but refuse to panic. Okay? Just be persistent. I got to get this. I got to do it. I got to show up. Okay? All right. Now, faith, again, it shows up when you say, I don't see it yet, but I still believe it is possible. Hey, Lady Lux, how are you? For those of you who are just coming in the room, we're talking about faith. It's on page 75 of Leadership Cheat Code. Again, if you want a copy of the book to follow along with us, you're going to message me the word book. Okay? We're on page 75 and we're talking about faith. Okay? We're talking about faith. Okay. So faith doesn't cancel planning. This is what I want you to hear, because a lot of us, especially those of us in Christendom, right? We believe that, okay, if I just have faith, everything is just going to fall into place by itself. Faith does not cancel planning. It doesn't. It complements it. So you still have to plan. You want to start the business, you still got to put a plan together. You want to get that educational status? Put the plan together. You want that financial status? Stop just praying for money to fall out the sky. You got to put a financial plan together. I know you're believing for exponential financial growth, but what is the plan that you have in place? Faith does not cancel planning. It doesn't. Okay? I know you're believing for something great, but put a plan together. Let's have a plan that we can work. Okay, so we can complement your faith, the faith that you have, the belief that you have that this thing can be yours. It can be your financial status. It can be your educational status. You can have the business. Okay? Faith does not cancel planning. So if you've been sitting around saying, I have faith, and this is going to happen, but there's nothing written down. You don't have a plan. You don't have a clue who to turn to, who to ask. You have no idea how far you are in the process. You have no idea how much longer it would take for you to put a plan together. please. Okay? And if you do not know how to do that, that is something that I teach inside of my mentorship program. The first week, my mentees complete what is called a vision map. Okay? So it's a plan. It gives them clear direction on how to execute. Okay? Yes, faith without works is dead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, it is an act of faith. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is what I want to do, and here's how I'm going to work through this. Okay? All right. So faith does not cancel planning. And again, if you do not know how to plan, you do not know how to map out what it is that you want to accomplish, get into the Action Accelerator. I have an entire lesson on how to map out the vision, map out where you're going. Okay? Get in the Action Accelerator. It will really bring some clarity to your planning process. Okay? Have to be a goal. Retype that for me, my friend. Retype that. So it's what allows you to plan with boldness and act with courage. Those are perfect combinations. Okay? All right. Great, great, great. Now, some common barriers to faith. Some common barriers to faith. Now, every person pursuing growth will face challenges to their faith. They will. Something is going to happen to see, do you really want this thing? Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want to be a business owner? Are you sure you want this much money to manage? Because sometimes we pray for financial growth, but are you getting the wisdom needed to manage it? Are you seeking wisdom to manage it? So your faith will be challenged. It will. It will. So every person pursuing growth will face challenges to their faith. But let's identify three of the most common ones. Number one is fear. Fear is faith in reverse. It is. It's belief in the worst case scenario. Oh my God, it may fail. It may not work out. What if they don't choose me? What if they don't say that I can go through? What if they don't give me the approval? That's all fear talking. That's all fear talking. Yeah, it is. And fear is faith in reverse. Fear and faith cannot coexist in the same space. One will always silence the other. So if your mind is going 100 miles a minute with all the negative that could happen, you're operating from a place of fear and not faith. Okay? And you got to quiet that fear. You got to quiet it. When fear rises, remind yourself that uncertainty doesn't mean impossibility. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. You just may need to learn some new information. You may need to connect to some new people, right? You may need to stretch yourself a little more. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, it's new territory. It's new territory for you. There is a healthy level of fear that you can have. But when it gets to the point where you're crippled, you can't do nothing, you can't move forward, you can't even think. Now that level of fear, you got to shut it down. You have to shut it down. Okay? The second thing, doubt. Doubt is the internal voice that questions your worth, your ability. So fear is focused on like the external things. Oh, they won't pick me. The door won't open up. This person won't connect with me. So it's all the external stuff. But then doubt is the internal voice that questions your worth. Are you really qualified for this? Do you have enough experience for this? Right? It's that internal voice. It questions your worth, your ability, and your timing. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe I made too many mistakes, right? That is doubt. That is doubt. It says, what if it doesn't work? But faith responds with, what if it does? What if it does work? What if this is the time that it finally takes off? It finally works. What if this time around it finally works? Right? That's what faith says. Let me try again. I'm going to give it a shot one more time, because this could be the time that it actually works. Because I'm sure you've heard or seen it on social media where the quote, or somebody just says, you're not, when you start over, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting with experience. So what if this time, because of all the experience that you've had in the failed attempts, right? Because even though they were failed attempts, I guarantee there's something that you learned that helped you to improve the next time around. So what if this time that you try it, with all the experience that you've gathered from all those other attempts, what if this time is the time that it works? Right? That's what faith says. What if this is the time that it is going to work? You got to give it a shot. Give it a shot. Maybe you started building the business. You've tried multiple businesses and they didn't work out. And the Lord has given you another idea. What if this is the time that it works? I've told you before that I've started multiple other businesses that did not work out. And here I am today running a coaching and consulting business. What if I had given up? And yes, I invested a lot of money. If y'all know anything about the Sawgrass printer, right? I think the one that I purchased was like $600 for that thing. And I never sold anything that I printed from it. Never sold anything. And that was just a printer, not the ink, not the special paper that you have to use, not the what do you call them? Like the water bottles and the mugs. That's a whole different amount of money that I spent there, right? I've tried a lot of different businesses that did not work out. But I learned about my relationship with money. I learned about my self-worth. I learned about marketing. Right? These are invaluable lessons that I learned out of these failed attempts, some may say, right? I ended up with a lot of inventory in my house. I still have some in my garage. I go out there and I see the water bottle that has not been printed on yet. I gave away my Cricut because I purchased a Cricut as well. I gave that to somebody at church. Never sold anything from it. And all of these things, if you look up the price for them, they're very expensive. They are. But that business didn't work out for me. I just learned about myself and about money. That's what I learned. Just trying to start that business. Right? So if I had given up, I would not be running a business now, coaching and consulting, if I had given up. All right? That wasn't it wasn't my ministry. It wasn't at all. It wasn't. I liked the idea and I invested so much time in learning. I even got myself like a personal consultant that I would get in touch with when I needed the supplies. It was something else. But I learned a lot. I did. I learned a lot. I'll say that. So I say all of that to say I don't want you to give up. Okay? Maybe you've just tried some things that is just not your lane. You felt like you were passionate about it in the moment. It just wasn't your lane. But I don't want you to doubt yourself. If the Lord has given you another idea, something new to try, I don't want you to give up on yourself, because this could be the thing that really takes off for you. This could be the season that it really works for you. So I don't want you to give up. Okay? Have faith in it. All right? Another thing is that doubt delays action, but faith activates it. So if you keep doubting yourself, you're going to push the task back. Oh, I'll do it next week. I'll do it another time. I'll do it when I feel more ready. But that is delaying you from getting to your destination, or delaying you from learning the lessons that you need to learn. So when you find that you're sitting in doubt, which is that internal voice, that internal questioning voice, and questioning in a negative way, you got to quiet that. Okay? Let faith speak louder. This could be the time that it really works. This could be the business opportunity that really sets me up. Okay? The third barrier is delay. When results don't come quickly, it's easy to assume nothing is working. You're praying for that job opportunity. Nothing is coming yet. You're looking for a major change in your life, but it just seems like nothing is happening. But I want you to know that delay does not mean denial. I know you hear that, but it is a fact. Delay does not mean denial. It's often preparation. Good morning, Royal Digital Shop. How are you? It's often preparation. Faith requires patience. Okay? Not everything is going to happen quick, fast, and in a hurry. There's certain things that you're just going to have to practice patience in. Okay? You may not see progress today or daily, but if you stay consistent, the outcome will align. You will see it. You will see it. All right? Let's see. I'm going to give you, let's work through the mindset of faith-driven executives, and then I'll cut it off there, okay? So I'm going to work through the mindset. Now for the rest of it, you got to get the book. You got to get the book. You got to get the book, okay? For the rest of the strategy on faith, you got to get the book. So if you want a copy of the book, you're going to message me the word book, okay? You're going to message me the word book if you want a copy so you can follow along. So let's work through the mindset of faith-driven executives. Remember, our theme for this year is executive living. So let's look at the mindset of faith-driven executives. Faith begins in the mind before it manifests in behavior. And here are the 3 mindset shifts that builds unshakable faith. Number 1, shifting from control to confidence. Yes, indeed. Shifting from control to confidence. You cannot control every variable in your situation. You just can't. That's not how life works. You can't control every variable. You can't control it. But you can control your beliefs and your responses. I'm choosing to believe that this thing is going to work, and here's how I'm going to respond. I'm going to show up, get the task done, do the presentation, put the plan together, and work the plan. This is how I'm choosing to respond. Okay? Faith does not remove responsibility. It doesn't. It removes anxiety. That's what it does. It says, I've done my part. I trust the process. Because again, if you show up, eventually it is going to come together. If you work the plan, eventually you're going to get something out of it. So do your part and trust the process that it is going to come together for you. It is going to work out for you. Okay? Eventually it will all come together. The second mindset is shifting from seeing to believing. You won't always see it up front, but I promise you, if you put the work in. For those who've been on here with me for a while, when we first started out live streaming on this specific platform, there were like 5 or 6 of us. Now, every time I turn the camera on, there are thousands of you all that show up. So in the beginning, I didn't see that it is going to work out, but I did believe it. I believe that eventually there will be a lot of you all showing up, and here we are today. Okay? So shifting from seeing to believing. Most people say, I'll believe it when I see it. But faith says, I'll see it because I believe it. I believe it's going to happen. So I will see it. Now, visionaries, innovators, and pioneers all operate from this mindset of, I believe it. I don't see it yet, but I believe it. I believe it. They create results others thought were impossible because they believed before there was proof. All the great inventors, right? Anybody that invented something, not improved something, but invented it from scratch, they had to have believed that this thing can work to even start the process of inventing something that has never been created before. Right? So it happened because they believed before they saw proof. Okay? The next mindset, shifting from comfort to courage. Faith always stretches you beyond what's comfortable. It calls you to take risks, make bold decisions, and embrace the unknown. Comfort keeps you safe. Faith keeps you growing. I'm going to challenge myself. I know that in my family, finances always level out at this extent. But for me, I want to challenge myself, and I want to believe that my financial status can get up here. That's faith. Now it's going to stretch you to grow to where you can manage money up here, right? Right? I know you're praying and you're believing for that financial status, but your faith is going to cause you to grow to where you can manage that amount of money. And you have to grow in the sense of building up so much value that you attract that type of money, right? Because you need to have value to exchange for that type of money. Okay? All right. So, yes, this is where my family capped out at. But for me, I'm having faith and I'm believing that I'm going to go up here. That requires faith and it requires growing. Okay? You gotta grow to get that financial status that you're seeking. Because if you could have it at the level that you're at without no additional information, no taking chances, no connecting to new people, you would have had it already. But you're gonna have to be stretched where you learn new things, connect to new people, put yourself out there a little more so that you can make that type of money. Okay? All right. I know that's a part that gets a lot of people scared, but if you want that status, right? If you say that you have faith for that money status, educational status, relationship status, you're gonna have to grow into that. You're not gonna get it at the same educational level that you're at, the same value exchange level that you're at, right? And when I say value exchange, say on your job, right? Your current level that you're working, you're getting paid right now based on the value that you deliver. I'll use myself as an example, right? So in my nursing career, I was getting paid for the level that I was at and the value that I offered the company. But then I decided that I needed to get more valuable in this area. So what did I do? I learned how to operate new equipment. So I've shared the story before, right? I've learned how to operate new equipment. I've learned how to manage patients that their acuity level or their prognosis is very bad, like their disease process, they may never recover from it. I grew in value. So now I can offer the company more value and they have to pay me more money because I know how to take care of patients that their acuity level is very high. They have special equipment that are life sustaining, like they need it to live another day. And I need to learn how to operate. So that's how I grew in value so that I can make more money and it makes me more marketable. Okay. So if they want me to take care of a certain patient, I can say, yes, I have experience in that. Yes, I know how to manage this machine. So that's what I mean by value exchange. If you want to grow in your finances, you got to level up in your value exchange. You can't just say, oh, I'm just going to do just enough. I'm just going to show up and do just enough. Not if you want to make more money, okay? You got to grow in value. And growing in value does not necessarily mean that you got to go back and get a degree. It may just be a certificate that you get, okay? And that will help with your value exchange so that you can make more money, okay? All right, so faith keeps you growing. I believe that I can have this financial status. I'm going to stretch myself to learn more so I can increase my value. And then that will put me in a position where I can actually get to that financial status. I hope that connected. I hope it did. I'm going to leave it at that today. For the rest of it, get the book, okay? There's so much more to get through on the topic of faith. So get the book, Leadership Cheat Code. You're going to message me if you want a copy so you can get the rest of the notes, okay? I'm running out of time. My alarm is about to go off. So Leadership Cheat Code is the title of the book. You want to get it. We were on page 75, 76, and 77 today. I did not get to page 77 because we're running out of time. So if you want the rest of it, grab the book. Message me the word book, and I'll tell you how to get your copy. Okay? All right? Okay, great. Let's make some declarations, then I've got to go. The replay for the stream will be on my YouTube channel. I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube. Connect with me there so you can catch the replay. I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. The replay will be there as well. All right, let's make some declarations. Let's do that. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak is what you will see. So we're very intentional about decreeing all powerful things over our lives. So I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay? All right, here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we're victorious in life. That is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Have faith. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to believe in a thing that you're building or who you're becoming. Have faith in that, okay? And if you've been trying and it hasn't worked out, try again. This could be the time that it really takes off for you. All right. So for those of you who want the replay, here's how you're going to get it. I am the productivity coach. I just pinned a comment. I am the productivity coach on YouTube. I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. The replay will be there. For those of you who want a copy of the book, you're going to message me the word book. Thank you. You as well. You're going to message me the word book. I'll send you the details how you can get your copy of the book. For those who asked for a signed copy, I did order my stock, so I will have it sometime next week so I can sign it and mail it off to you. What time are you starting your live every morning? 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. All right. Great. For those of you who want to work with me, you want to get into our strategy session for tomorrow, send me a message. Let's discuss it. Okay. Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. For those of you, again, who wants to work with me, send me a message and I'll tell you how you can get into work with me. All right. And be a part of our strategy session tomorrow. That's the schedule. My alarm is about to go off. I got to go. Thank y'all so much. I will be on my ministry page Sunday morning, 7 a.m. And then I'll be back here Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. All right. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. Happy birthday, Miss Gloria. Happy birthday to you. All right. Bye for now.